Hello gamers, Pet here. Welcome to Learn Dota 2 with Pet episode with Rubick version 1. It's version 1 because this is the first guide with Rubick. So the idea of this show is that I will pick a hero and I will try to play it as best I can. I will explain you the spells, some of the hero basics, where to play swords, and the usual, Dota 2 stuff. Then after you are watching this, after you watched this, you are going to give me suggestions by, email me or posting in the comments below. And the next time I'm going to play Rubick, I'm going to do a better job. I'm going to try a different build, and while I will still provide you with the same, basic info. And this is a game where I know it's a long game, but this is a game that you have to watch until the end, from beginning to end, because it's not only it's not going to be only a Rubick tutorial guide or whatever. It's going to be a team game,
May the best team win.
and you will see basically the difference and the importance of patience, of communication, and basically you will see what Dota 2 means. Okay, so I'm playing again with the same team. We have Kel'Thuzad, and she's playing, I do jokes and stuff like that, and usually, basically she's a woman, right? And now it's like the third video where I said that, because it has to be a thing, right? And she usually plays, healing characters or support like Dazzle, and because, giving life to people. And now she's playing a cow, and I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to touch this. So she's playing Spirit Breaker. She's on bottom with Ezri, who's playing Silencer as support, best support ever. If you remember the game, the last game where I did, I did Legion Commander, I believe, where I was able to do a lot of good last hits because he was babysitting me, right? On middle, we have Sniper, played by Ravi. He placed his first point was in Sharple, and then the second point in Headshot. It's I've seen this build where you put 4 points in the first ability, which will allow you to slow your opponent and also deal some damage. We will see how that turns out. And we already have some comments, some hits on top, where we have Azeroth playing as a Faceless Void, who is being supported by me playing Rubick. So I'm the center. I'm the guy that's going to be on the center of attention, because hey, it's me. So Rubick, a support character. Rubick can also be played on mid. He's a pretty good mid hero. And my role here is to babysit Azeroth, to babysit Faceless Void, meaning that he's going to be a carry, and Faceless Void is a hero that really needs a lot of farm. And basically I'm not going to do any less hits. I'm going to try to protect him as much as possible, and you will see exactly what's going to happen. They are basically pushing the line. They are being way too aggressive, and as I've said, this is going to be a very, very interesting game. Please watch until the end. Also, in the meantime, you can alt tab, and go or open a new tab and go to gamerpet.com/giveaway for a chance to win Dota 2 items and Steam games. I'm putting giveaway theirs every week, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, back to the game. They have Queen of Pain on mid, an Earthshaker on top, who was basically a support character that's going to go for a Soul Ring. He needs mana early on. A Phoenix. This is the first time I'm playing versus a Phoenix. On bottom, a Leech with a Skyrat Mage, which is a bit awkward because Skyrat Mage actually has boots, and that's about it. And I'm not sure if that were his starting items, but boots are not really helpful when you start the game. So I'm not going to talk too much about that, but as you can see, you have branches, you have gauntlets of strength. Me on Rubick. Okay, we have a first blood. Let's go back and see it, basically. And yet it was a bit strange, if I remember correctly. No, never mind. He basically went for the rune. Let's go even more back. Yeah, he went for the rune. Queen of Pain was there. He has no boots yet, and his bottle is on the way. And he basically went for the rune. Rune would have been useful, but then again he took the rune, but because of the Queen of Pain dagger, who is also slowing him, he didn't got the regeneration effect because the buff went away. And the Queen of Pain also has the bottle so she can heal, and then he basically died. And hopefully, thankfully, the courier didn't got spotted. And we basically came to try to intercept, as you can see, but we also don't have boots and we don't have useful spells. And Queen of Pain has the blink so she can go away. So there is the first blood going for the Queen of Pain. Anyway, what was I saying about the items that in case you didn't notice, I basically started with 3 branches, which I turned into a magic wand. Tango, I believe I started with the salve, you know, the healing potion, and 2 clarity potions. So the reason why I went for a magic wand so early is because they were Earthshaker and Phoenix were using a lot of spells, right? So that was the idea behind it. So again, talking about the bottom, look, this guy doesn't even have mana to use his spells anymore, nor regen potions, and basically I think he will go for a mana boots, and then he will be more okay. Leech, it's also a bit strange because Leech is a support, right? And look, only now he's getting his boots. Leech is a support, and Scarlet Mage, I only played him like a couple of times. I should actually play him again, but he's also kind of a support-ish hero, right? So they kind of have a lot of supports. Yeah, they kind of have a lot of supports. Leech support, Urgic support, Scarlet Mage kind of a support, right? Come on, what are you guys saying? Queen of Pain carry, and Phoenix kind of a tanky hero, so they don't actually have carries. Keep that in mind. We will come to this later. So basically, as I've said, I'm babysitting Rubick. I'm having no less hits, and Scarlet Mage is having 12 less hits, so he's the one that's farming bottom, while Leech is babysitting Scarlet Mage. So Scarlet Mage is going to play kind of a semi, right? Semi carry, something like that. Facelet Void only 11. It's kind of problematic for us, as you can see. We are falling back because we also notice that Queen of Pain is coming top. So we also have Sniper coming to help us, something like that. He has a double damage rune, which is kind of useful. But no boots yet, so it's kind of not such a good idea to roam around.
He's not on top of things.
I can't find my water. It's kind of, this kind of sucks anyway when you commentate, because you get like mucus in your mouth and it's like you're like that. Anyway, he's back on mid, resuming less hitting, not doing such a good job, but I'm not going to judge him. Double damage got activated now. It's a bit harder to, and he's going to get the rune again. This is because we have wards, because we have dedicated supports. So focusing back on me. Oh my god, is he going to go into combat again with Queen of Pain? Stun on her. Oh, he missed the stun. And now he's basically going to try to run away or something. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I'm not trying to cast the whole game. I'm going to try to focus more on me. But later I will basically cast the game, because when I will run out of things to talk about Rubick. And right now I actually only have my magic stick, and that's all, because again I don't have any money. I believe I just upgraded the courier or something like that. So let's see. Again, it's a bit problematic. We are going to push the line now, because we do have 2 range creeps who deal more damage than normal. Now let's talk about Rubick, because we have been talking for a couple of good minutes and we still haven't talked about Rubick. So as I said, he's a support character. He's pretty good on mid, at least from what I've read. His first spell, it's going to be hard to talk about Rubick, because as I've said, it's going to be pretty nasty early on the line. As you can see, we are falling back again. Now Rubick, the first spell is basically a stun in a way, because we are Rubick is lifting a player up, a hero up. So yeah, there was some combat on bottom. Let's go on bottom. Let's see what the hell is happening on bottom. Some activity on bottom. They tower dive or something. Queen of Pain got Queen of Pain killed. I don't want to go back too much, but let's see. Since we started, let's see something here. Lich is here. Ezreal is doing some damage. Kel'Thuzad is going to do a kill probably on Lich. Yep, that's good, but the ultimate is still rolling. Not anymore, not anymore. Whenever Lich is doing the ultimate, you need to spread. But Queen of Pain came right on time, and Queen of Pain basically is going to get a double kill. And there is nothing. He will try to run up maybe now. Nope, he tried. Yeah, well, basically he's trying to kill, but Queen of Pain is not a bad. As you can see, she blinked away from the melee hero. So anyway, back on me. Back on me. Basically, the first spell, you are going to lift a hero up. For, as you can see, the lift duration is being set there for 2.25 at the 4th level, and then this spell will turn into you'll basically be able to tell where to put the hero back, so you can lift him up and then put him back somewhere else, still in a small radius, so he can position himself to be better, to be blocked. You will see it later anyway. And you see problems even with me. Am I going to die? I'm going to fall back. I'm still, I remember this now, I'm still not falling back because I see that Kel'Thuzad is charging, so I still have mana, so I will try to do some less hit in order to try to do something for him, but this was stupid. Yeah, as you can see, I'm lifting up, I'm putting him back later, further away, but again, Kel'Thuzad kind of charge in on Earthshaker and not on Phoenix, and they knew how to spread, again, they knew how to spread. So that was a bit bad for me in a way, right? Anyway, I got my boots now at least. I don't have, yeah, I don't have money, and Kel'Thuzad is going to die. Anyway, this was a weird game. Okay, so back on me. You already saw me lifting Phoenix up and then putting him a bit further away from me. The second spell is Failbolt, and basically says Rubick creates a powerful stream of arcane energy that travels between enemy units, dealing damage and reducing their attack damage. Each jump deals less damage. So basically, this spell, again, I'm lifting him up, I'm putting him a bit further away. Phoenix is doing some damage. We are basically a 3 on top, but I'm going to die again. Kel'Thuzad is a bit, he just teleported, I believe. This was a weird engagement again, and Queen of Pain knew to come top for a gank. And this was awkward. We were fighting in the jungle again and not on the tower. As I said, it's going to be a weird game, but keep in mind, watch until the end. So Fate Bolt is basically a thing that's going to, like chain lightning. Think like a chain lightning. He's going to go to jump to different units, like chuk, 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 chuk. The thing is that he will do that unlimited time. If he has a target to jump to, he will do that. As long as the distance between units is in the minimum distance requirement, right? Okay. So as you can see, hero damage at the maximum level is 280, but keep in mind that it's going to do less and less. Right, and also it's going to reduce the damage. So at level 4, he's going to reduce the damage with 32. So this is one of the reasons why Rubick is good on mid, because you will do this on your enemy partner in the mid, and you are going to reduce his damage. And in theory, you are going to look, I'm lifting him up, I'm putting him a bit closer to me in order to stun the other, but again we are going to die. And this is another thing, Faceless Void can't do too much early on. I also can't do too much early on. I only have like 2 spells who have a pretty long cooldown. We will see after I spawn. And that is a thing, that Phoenix is so low, and bam, they got killed. It's 15-5. Again, watch until the end. So again, look, Telekinesis has 22 stun, 22 cooldown. My second spell has 14 right now, cooldown. So I do the spells, which are pretty easy to cast. I can cast, I'm just lifting him up. It's not a channeled spell, so after I lift someone up, I can fire around, including him. So I'm pretty useless right now. Anyway,
isn't well.
So this is why the reason Fate Bolt is the reason why maybe Rubick is good early on, because on mid, because you can reduce the damage and he won't be able to last hit, while you will be able to last hit. It's again, it's kind of mid. It's always you versus the other mid, denying, less hitting, and ganking. The third spell is a passive, and it's basically a magic resistance aura, right? And a weird engagement again. Ravi is going to probably die again. Yes, Kel'Thuzad is running away. I'm also coming bottom because the top tower fell. Azeroth is also coming bottom. Queen of Pain did another kill, and this is a decent ultimate, but yeah. What can I do here? What can I do here? He's alone with 3 guys. Queen of Pain died at least. But bam, Earthshaker got a kill, and I'm forced to fall back, and I'm stunned, and am I going to die again? I'm going to take a lot of damage from that, and probably I'm going to survive for now. I can't really engage. In a way, I'm not even sure why we were playing so aggressive. For them, it's a bit normal, because they do have like 3 supports, and supports are very strong early on with stuns and stuff like that, while we have carries that need farm in order to level up, to get items. Same thing applies to Spirit Breaker, same thing applies to Sniper, same thing applies to Faceless Void. Again, watch until the end. So, what makes Rubick special and amazing and fun is his ultimate, which is called Spell Steal, and it does exactly what you will imagine. Rubick is able to steal spells from enemy heroes, and you do that basically by whenever an enemy hero is casting a spell. If you cast steal, you will steal the last spell used by the enemy hero. So my goal here is to try to steal useful spells, and especially we have a couple of useful spells on this situation. Queen of Pain ultimate is pretty decent because if she uses it, I can steal it and then use it for us in that team fight. Earthshaker ultimate, maybe, but maybe Fisher is going to be a better steal to stun them. Phoenix, not really. I'm not even sure if you can steal the Supernova and what will happen if you steal the Supernova. Leech ultimate, very good to steal in combat. Skyred Mage ultimate is also very good, but it's very mana expensive, so I need to be sure that I will have mana to cast it. You will see it later. So, if you are a newbie, I will say stay away from Rubick. For once, his speed is pretty slow. Second, you really need to know the spells in order to know what to steal, when to steal. Also, if you are playing versus a Rubick and you know that you have like an amazing spell, cast your ultimate or your amazing spell and then immediately try to cast something else. And we are having an engagement here. I'm lifting Leech up, I'm putting him down in order to stun the creeps. I'm dealing some damage, but again I'm useless, and this is the ultimate is jumping around. I got a hit and boom, I died. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Azeroth is going to try to change. Faceless Voice is going to try to chase. Let's see if he's going to be able to kill him. It's pretty fast and he needs to run back because Queen of Pain is coming again and he's slowing him down. He got stunned again and Kel'Thuzad can't really engage. He's doing an ultimate here. At least he's going to pick he's going to pick Scarlet Mage, but he's died. At least he picked Scarlet Mage. Okay? Okay. And now Ravi, the sniper, he has haste, but he got stunned again. He's running away. Phoenix. Oh, look at the Phoenix. Phoenix was good. Look, he double kill for them. Double kill for them. Phoenix knows how to activate that thing that goes like and then he comes back. He knows how to cancel and then he will basically it's like a charge or a blink or something like that. And yeah. 23-9. I got a kill. Time to go back. I got a kill. Time to go back. Why did I got a kill? Rubick, I'm there. I'm running away. Queen of Pain is there. Oh, I think this is a kill steal. Rubick pro at kill stealing. You will see. Yeah. Rubick pro at kill stealing. Check this out. Check this out. I'm going. No, where? What the hell? Kill already happened. It's not what I. What the hell happened? I'm going to focus on Queen of Pain. I thought that Spirit Breaker is going to charge and I'm going to do a right click or something like that. Queen of Pain. I'm focusing on Queen of Pain and she's... How did I kill her? She's running away. She's getting a hit from the tower. He was already hit by by Fate Bolt, right? Yeah. She's getting a hit. She's going to get a second hit by the tower. Oh, she basically dies by the tower, but because I dealt damage to her, the kill it was attributed to me. Okay, this wasn't really that exciting. And now we wasted time watching that not exciting kill when we will have plenty of exciting stuff in this game. Okay. Okay, so basically we kind of switch on bottom because we can't... Because farming time is over. As you can see, 3 of them are bottom. So we need to kind of defend and do stuff. And I stole something from Lich. It was the Frost Blast. And now I used it. And then we have another engagement. No more spells for me. No more mana for me. I'm doing less hits right now. The Phoenix using his ultimate. And we are trying to run away right now because we can't really deal too much damage. And the Phoenix exploded. Ravi is stuck there. And Ravi is going to die. Again, I used my mana, which I had. And now I died again because Earth Spirit actually has Blink Dagger. And another kill for them. Yeah, basically. So yeah. Cheers, drinking water. So, their situation. This is the situation right now. And Kel'Thuzad is charging. Not sure exactly why Kel'Thuzad is charging. He got a kill. She got a kill, sorry. She got a kill because it's a she. She has no penis, I think. Anyway, Pet is going in. What the hell is Pet doing? Stupid Pet. Rubick reported. I was kind of there and I'm not even sure what I was thinking. Basically, I saw that she charged and I was like, I have to save her because they are 3. And then she kind of got back and then I kind of remained there. And then Earthshaker basically blinked in near me and she stunned me and he killed me. Yeah, oh, this is weird. This is weird. Is Queen of Pain going to die? No, not yet. Now Kel'Thuzad got a kill. Kel'Thuzad got a kill. Okay. So this is the situation right now. Experience wise, 15 plus 15k for them. Gold wise, plus 13, 14 plus 14k for them. Right? They have, and they are basically pushing the tier 2 tower. Their Queen of Pain is 7-3. Earthshaker is 7-0. The Phoenix is 5-1. Lich, who's a support, so he doesn't matter that much, is 3-4. And Scarlet Mage is 4-4. We are Kel'Thuzad 2-2, doing, let's say, okay maybe. Item-wise, no. Ravi 2-7. Omega reported. Right? Azeroth 2-5. Omega reported. Ped 1-6. OMG reported, but it's okay because Rubick is a support, right? I'm totally not to blame. And Ezri is 5-8. So Ezri is a support who has more kills than everyone in our team. Okay. Keep that in mind, right? Keep that. I'm setting you up. Like I'm setting you up. So basically, I believe I'm the one that's going to build mechanism. A very, very late mechanism because again, we died and we had no farm. And mechanism supposed to be kind of done by now because that would be very awesome for us in team fights. Queen of Pain already has Aghanim. Earthshaker got Crystallis, so he's not playing support. In a way, it might be a good decision because he got a lot of kills and they don't really have a true carry. Phoenix has River already. Lich has Mecha already, and let's see the Anecdotal Games here. They are basically focusing on Kel'Thuzad or on Spirit Breaker. I need to say the hero and not the player names. Pet is there. Pet is trying to right click. Pet is going to die from Phoenix because again I stole the spell at least, and I used my mana and my abilities, but we were kind of spread up. I'm not even sure why we were fighting there when the tier tower 1 was tier 2 tower was here. So I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Who's to blame? Who's to blame? For once, I don't think I'm the one to blame. At least I think that I'm not the one to blame. So basically, that was a team wipe. It's 33 to 13. And in this case, what will you guys do? In this case, what will you do? Omega reported, GG, report everyone, Valve plus stay at Fontaine. Not sure why she charged in, she got a kill. And she's basically getting attacked on a lot of parts and she died. And then Ravi came to help and that's about it. I'm not sure what that was. Anyway. Rubick. So basically we are in a very, very bad spot. Like, gold-wise, it's like plus 16k. XP-wise, holy shit. Holy scheiße. Okay, so Earthshaker got a hit, but come on, he has like a lot of health. Rubick is... I am 1-8, and when I was playing this game, I was like, every time I try to play Rubick, something like this happens. I'm not sure why, but every time I play Rubick, I'm very on the negative. Maybe it's because he's slow or stuff like that. So I don't think... No, I'm not going mecha. Who's going mecha? Okay. Silencer is going mecha, and I believe I will go for pipe. It's a bit strange because I'm going pipe before going for mana boots. And yeah, the decision here was, the idea here was to get the aura from the headdress, I believe, and then I will switch and get mana boots or something, because mana is not something I need right now. It's not something we need right now. Okay, let's see an engagement here. Sniper got 2 kills. Queen of Pain got a kill. Phased Void died, and then Sniper died. A good thing is that Leech is on a killing spree. Basically, he got a kill now, but okay. So I'm there. You might blame me now, because hey, why aren't you with them? Right? So this was the idea. I think I will go for boots of for mana boots after. But even that, the aura does not stay because Silencer also has this, but his aura will change to a mechanism aura, right? So then I will have it. So we are in a defensive position right now. I'm also sitting a bit back because they might just charge in, blink in, stun, and then you're dead. I'm trying to steal something. I stole the fire. I totally forgot using that. I totally forgot that I used that. So I'm lifting him up. I'm putting him a bit... No, I haven't put him back, but I lifted him up and... Oh, and he was... We were a bit laughing at him, saying that he doesn't know, he's stupid because he doesn't know, but we already saw like 3 or 4 times that he knows how to cancel. It just didn't happen this time because he was silenced by Silencer. So he wasn't able to cancel that return, right? So basically I'm going down to put wards because we were kind of expecting them to do Rosh, for them to do Rosh soon. Ward plays down. I basically took it because there was no one around. The carry didn't need it. And then let's see what's going to happen. Azeroth died. Not Azeroth. So I need to use the hero names. Silencer died. The reason why I want to use the hero names whenever I'm casting or whenever I'm doing stuff like this is because it's very confusing for new people to hear player names, then hear hero names, then player names again, then spells, short name for spells. And yeah, okay, I stole the dagger. I'm using the dagger. Well, I'm not using the dagger anymore. I'm using the dagger now. I was blamed for this. I remember now. I was blamed for this. I have no spells anymore. I used the dagger already. Kel'Thuzad is going to die. And I remember being blamed here. Right? So in a way, if I go back, at this point, all my spells were... Okay, I could have used the second spell. The dagger was already up anyway. And used dagger again, as you saw. When he came, I used the dagger again. I want to be sure, as you can see. I can't do anything. This is the moment where I maybe could have done 280 damage, which would have still wouldn't have killed him. He came to me. Maybe now he would have died. So maybe it was my fault. OMG, maybe it was my fault, right? But anyway, he died because of the dagger. So I did the dagger. So Ezri is the only one alive now.
Is not on top of things.
And they are pushing, the creeps are pushing the top tower, the top tier 2 tower with 2 catapults and 4 range creeps. The tower got a lot of damage only from the creeps. And we are on the defensive position again. We are on the defensive position again. Sniper respawned.
Is not on top of things.
And the top tower is free farm, but again they can't really go there. Top free farm on top. Okay, so I got my mana boots, as you can see. Now I can give mana to people. And now I'm going to resume doing the pipe. Kel'Thuzad is charging again. Charging again. Leech is there. Leech is stunned. Leech died to me. I said sorry. Because I used that spell much later. I wasn't expecting for him to get that stun, and which means more damage, so he died. And then I was blamed again because, you know, the carry needs farm and shit like that. So we are basically chasing. And Sniper got the stuff. Okay. And I managed to steal that, that fire stuff. And then Earth Spirit, invisible. He got a kill. He got stunned. He stunned us, but I managed to lift him up because I avoided the stun. I moved a bit to the left, if I remember correctly, and I stole that thing. And I did the. I'm getting slowed. And I did the Fisher, so it was. And yeah, I need to kind of go back. At least we got some kills. Earth Spirit, yeah, Earth Spirit managed to, and yeah, with Blink, and I died. I managed to do a stun, but it doesn't matter anymore. I died.
Your safe word?
46, 23. Experience-wise, to 20, more than 20. Gold-wise, getting a little bit down to 15 plus 15k. Again, guys, what would you do in this situation? You're playing a pop, you're in this spot. So wait at the fontaine, right? GG. Report Rubick. Report who else? Rubick. Report. Yeah, report Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker charging in. We managed to kill Earthshaker, alright, but we lost the tower. Let's see if we were going to be able to kill Queen of Pain. We managed to kill Queen of Pain. Ultimate. Ultimate from... Where is Rubick? And bam, I stole the ultimate. I stole the ultimate. And I managed to use it and kill Leech. We have to see that again. Because this was planned. The reason why it was planned is because I'm pretty behind. I'm pretty behind, right? So because I'm pretty behind and I can't really do, I believe I was dead and I was just coming in, right? I saw that he used the ultimate. And I knew that if I steal it, he was under the time warp is not being so. I knew that the last spell before he got stunned was the ultimate. So I stole the ultimate. And then, bam, the ultimate is being used and I managed to kill Leech. A shitload of mana for that ultimate. I lifted the Phoenix and now Phoenix is using his ultimate and we kind of, I believe he requires like 10 hits or something like that, but we fall immediately back. Because we were communicating on Skype and it was like fall back, fall back, fall back because he's going to hit all of us. We were pretty low anyway. And one of the guys said, no, don't fall back because we do have 10 hits. Anyway, as you can see, using that to damage and aggro the creeps because I don't want the creeps to hit the barracks. So we are on the defensive position. Phoenix is is able to basically farm, and he's getting he already has Heart of Tarask, and that's about it, which is good for him because he's getting a shitload of hit points, and he's also getting a shitload of regen, because keep in mind some of his spells use a percentage of health. And oh my god, look what happened. Let's see. Basically Faced Void came to farm and we found Phoenix, but Phoenix was a bit stupid because we came there. He tried to engage on Faced Void. Spirit Breaker is charging in. What is he going to do? Sniper is going to use the last hit, yep. And there we find Queen of Pain. I lifted her up and then she died. So, good thing, good thing. I gave mana to everyone. And now we are resuming. Again, we are sitting together. We are trying to do stuff. We are trying to make magic happen. I'm putting the ward. It's a bit risky what I do here, but I'm putting the ward because they might actually start to farm the Ancient. And this is a good spot late game. Again, they can't really... We can't afford... They can't really afford too much to farm. Maybe they can actually because they are very ahead. But this is the thing with this ward. Oh my god, again, an engagement, a stun from Earthshaker. He really knows how to play. And Ravi is maybe going to survive. No, he's not going to survive. And there's a very good ultimate by Scarlet Mage. He's falling back. An ultimate by Faceless Void. And then I'm going to die again because, again, Earthshaker has Blink Dagger. And he also has Shadow Blade. And he got like a triple kill right now. And Azeroth is still there and he died to Scarlet Mage. And it's a full team wipe. So again, about this sword. This is the reason why I placed it. Another reason why I could have placed it here. Which I would have I would do that if somehow one of our carries were farming the jungle, because you put a ward here to see if someone is coming in our jungle, but we are not in the position to leave the base. We need to stay here. So this is the reason why I placed the ward here. It can see the rune, as you can see, and it can also spot this area. Pretty good stuff. So basically they are attacking and they are getting the barracks down. They are kind of undecided what to attack, this barrack or this barrack. Anyway, we are basically coming back. This barrack fell down. This barrack is also going to maybe fall down. I'm not sure. Let's see. Kel'Thuzad is... Spirit Breaker is falling in. Earthshaker die. Small victory for us. Earthshaker die. Silence again by Phoenix. He wasn't able to run away. And he's using the ultimate. But right now we are basically hitting that ultimate. And he's going to just die. Sniper got a kill, which is pretty good. And Pet is coming around trying to steal some spells. Because again... The focus is Rubick, so let's see what spells I'm going to be able to steal. I kind of forgot to use the spell steal because I haven't stole anything. And we are basically charging and trying to find, and she got Queen of Pain. Good job, Queen of Pain on woman. So again, this is the situation right now. Kel'Thuzad 5-7, Ravi 10-13, Azeroth 5-9, Rubick 3-11, Ezri, Silencer 8-12, and there he caught Leech. I stole something. I stole Sacrifice, which is not really that useful, but I remembered to use it, and I said, okay, whatever I'm going to steal, I'm going to steal. So 4 of them dead, and only Scarlet Mage alive. So again, watch until the end. And Pipe, I got the recipe for Pipe of Insight, which basically means Pipe of Insight is basically active. When you activate it, gives nearby friendly units a shield that blocks 400 spell damage, which is going to be kind of amazing. Why? Because Earthshaker, sorry, does a shitload of damage. Magic damage, I believe. Magical. Scarlet Mage. Magical. Phoenix. I can't see it really fast, but at least the Supernova does magical, right? Queen of Pain. Magical. So all those spells, when we will be in team fights, we will have Mechanism, bam, heal to everyone. We'll have Pipe, bam, we will absorb 400 damage for everyone. For each one of us, right? Which was going to be pretty useful. I'm also going down to put a ward because I kind of suspect that they are going to do Rosh again. And this was very, very incredible risky what I did here. No, I don't remember exactly. I usually don't go like this. I usually request someone come with me to put a ward, but I kind of went alone. The reason why it's very risky is because this dude has that charge thing that's going to be... He's going to just come closer to you. Earthshaker has once invisibility, second Blink Dagger, so he's going to be immediately come near you. Queen of Pain has Blink, so again she's going to come immediately near you. So again we are going into a defensive position. They are farming as much they can, because they are in the position to fight, to farm. We aren't. We are in the position to defend. So Earthshaker now got Daedalus, which means a lot of damage and critical damage. And I placed the wards. I wanted to place the ward maybe here, but I was kind of afraid, and I just placed it there. And no, the reason why was that someone requested a sentry ward, and then they just said ward, so I just placed that ward. But they were requesting sentry wards because again, Earthshaker has Shadow Blade, which means that he can just go invisible and he will just come here near us and then bam, stun us, and then everyone is going to charge in and we are going to die. If we have a sentry ward there, that means that someone is cooking. Oh my god, someone is cooking around, and I smell an incredible smell, and it's, oh my god, and I have no food. Off topic, I know, but again, this is going to be a long game. Again, watch until the end. Lots of lessons here. And again, guys, I'm going to ask you, what would you do in this spot? Look, the difference is going more above, right? Okay, GG, report, and all that stuff. Chica, Suka, you know, peace dads, and all that stuff, right? And this is the thing, we were looking at them and we saw they don't have any carry. They only have Queen of Pain, which is she's kind of squishy, right? Again, let's see an engagement over here. An engagement. We weren't able to... I tried to pick him up, but I wasn't able to click him. I'm not even sure if you can pick him up when he's doing that thing. But again, we are on the defensive position. I'm doing that thing. All of them got minus damage, as you can see, which is useful. And bam! Ultimate by Facelet Void. Kel'Thuzad got stuck on that. Let's see. I stole the ultimate from Queen of Pain. I managed to use the ultimate again. And look, Silencer got 2 kills. Rubick got 1 kill. And now they are forced to run back. And then we got a kill again. Because Queen of Pain was pretty low and Sniper sniped her. I still don't like this. I'm getting used. I'm on free camera right now, and I'm getting used on moving the camera. And with this thing, the cursor disappears, but the cursor is still moving around. So if from here I'm trying to scroll down, I stopped because the cursor is over the fucking HUD. Fix this, Valve, please. I actually want to use the middle mouse button to move the camera and not do stuff like this, because it doesn't look good when you do stuff like this, even with this, because it's... it needs to be smooth like this. You see, like this. So we spotted that Skyrat Mage was there, but we are trying to push the tier 2 tower because he's the only one alive, and we can actually deal some damage to him if somehow he's going to engage. I'm still having that ultimate there. He's going to try to engage. He's a bit ballsy. I'm not sure why we weren't doing anything to them. So I'm a bit injured right now, falling back, and I'm basically building 4 staff. And while we are pushing the tower and we got it down, Faceless Void is going to farm. Spirit Baker is going to farm. Spirit Baker is going to get BKB, which means he won't be able to be targeted by spells, which is something amazing. Faceless Void already has BKB, which again, it will make him immune to stuns, damage, and that kind of stuff. He has Battle Fury in order to do more damage. If somehow he manages to catch people in his sphere all around, he's going to hit a lot of them with the cleave, which is amazing. And I believe he's also on Gloves of Haste and Mithril Hammer. I forgot what item is that. We will see. What's the item? Okay, so we know that they kind of want to go again. We have a ward here, so we know that they have. This is going to be an important fight. Keep in mind, we know that they are doing Grosh, and we are waiting for everyone to come around. We are waiting for everyone to come around. We were like, they are doing Grosh right now. They are doing Grosh. Look at how they stay. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going to try to leave someone up, because and then I was expecting him to charge in, and this was kind of bad. But before I die, I managed to do the ultimate from Queen of Pain. I wasn't really expecting him. I was kind of expecting him to already go in by charging and then do the Chronosphere. But yet he decided to walk and do the Chronosphere, so he caught me in the Chronosphere. So I wasn't able to do anything else. But it was still a very good fight for us. Even that I die, right before I died, I still managed to do the ultimate for Queen of Pain, which dealt a lot of damage, and I'm not sure if I was able to do any kills. But I think I was able to do one kill. I'm still a bit sad that I got caught in the Chronosphere, because I saw Lich using his own ultimate, and I wanted to use the Queen of Pain ultimate, then steal the Lich ultimate, and then use it. And I had a lot of time. Look, Lich even has Aghanim Scepter, so they have very, very good items. But we still managed to kill Roshan. We got the Aghanim. Oh yeah, Milestorm, and he's going to go for Mojilnir, or however you pronounce that. So again, they are a bit in a position to go back. We won a couple of fights, right? It's 33 to 41. Our carries are basically getting farm. Ravi is 13-13. If we look at net worth, you see that Sniper is now has the best net worth. Scarlet Mage is the second, but keep in mind that Scarlet Mage is not really a carry. Even that he has a big mana pool, he can run away with the Force Staff. He has Rod of Atos, which is a very good item for Scarlet Mage, because you will slow, you activate it and you slow someone, and then you are going to basically be able to use the ultimate, and you are pretty guaranteed a kill, because you won't be able to leave that small area for the ultimate. That ultimate does a shitload of damage. Look at the damage that it does. Jesus Christ. So yeah, he also had Bluestone. Earthshaker. Let's see. Yeah, Earthshaker. These are his spells. Kind of the same spells, but again, I'm the least valuable for everyone. And they are still there, but keep in mind that our carries, right, Sniper and Facelet Void, are already on top, and they can deal a shitload of damage. Right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay, so we are kind of resuming again the defensive position. We have a ward. We kind of spotted them. We know that they are moving around. We saw a Queen of Pain. At least we saw Queen of... Yeah, we saw all of them. We saw all of them. Look, we are seeing them now. They are basically trying to lure us or something, because she intentionally went through... she's intentionally in the trees, because she wants to try to lure us here, and then she will be like, BAM! Surprise, motherfuckers! But we are not falling for the trap. We saw kind of all of them, so that's why. They are farming our jungle again, getting more money. And... yeah, they are basically going to push top. They are going to push top because they... look, this Mirli Barracks is still alive. And now, these are the items. Sniper actually got Eye of Skadi, which is kind of cool, because passive cold attack. Attacks slow the movement and attack speed of the target. He can basically attack that, and I'm not sure for how long is that debuff going to be on them, that slow. Let's see actually. Because he can slow someone, then attack someone, slow that guy, and so on. Yeah, it's a thing that's going to be there for 2 seconds or something like that. So it's pretty cool. It's a good item. They are going to, even that they have Blinking and Dagger, he's still going to be able to slow people. And he also have Manta style. Silencer is going for Oblivion. Is going to Orchid of Malevolence. He's going to be able to silence, more silence basically, because he already has the ultimate that does a global silence, which is very useful for us. So let's see how this thing is going to turn out. They are basically charging in. There is no tower anymore. I'm using this Fate Bolt, and look, we weren't able to do anything. He's getting a shitload. Look, I'm going to steal. I'm going to use the ultimate on them. Boom! Nicely done. Nicely done. Ruby got 2 kills. And I'm trying. I saw that he used the ultimate, but he died, unfortunately. I wanted to steal his ultimate again. And look, they're all dead while we are all alive. And we defended pretty well. And I stole that Sonic Wave. It is one thing you need to keep in mind with Rubick. You need to be map aware, to have map awareness. Right? Not only map awareness. Everyone is map awareness, but you need to have fight awareness. Right? You need to see exactly who to steal, what to steal. What to expect to steal. And again, you need to know the spells from the enemy team. Then, since we are already pretty high in the game, I'm level 18. So basically, my null field is also at maximum level. So we all our teammates have 20% magic resistance. And again, this guy does magic damage, this guy does magic damage, magic damage, magic damage, magic damage. Right? Keep that in mind. So we are trying to do a mid push, I believe. Or no, we are just falling back because they kind of respawned. In the meantime, Kel'Thuzad is farming because she also needs... not Kel'Thuzad, Spirit Breaker. I need to say the name of the hero. I mean, this is a bad habit. I actually don't like when casters... I know, yeah. Whenever you cast players and teams, it's important to tell who the player is because there is a player playing that hero. It's very confusing for new people, even for me. It's confusing to sometimes listen to a fight. Like, Fata is doing that, RP going there, what the fuck is our RP, what is Fata? Oh, Fata is actually a player. Then you are going to say Wisp, what is Wisp? Oh, it's a hero, and all that stuff combined, it's like WTF. Azeroth also farming, Mojlin is already ready, and he's also getting Crystallis for more damage. And now we are resuming our position because we were kind of expecting them to charge. And look, I placed a ward here because I wanted to see when they are going to engage. Again, we have a sentry ward here to see if somehow Earth Spirit is going to try to come to engage. And we will have another one placed here, I believe. Or, yeah, place a bit down in the range of that observer ward. So look at the damage that he deals now. Manta style basically gives melee illusion deal 33% damage. So 33% of this damage is 56, 60, 70, no, not 70, about 60 damage. And he has two of them, so 120 damage from the illusions, I believe. So again, we are resuming the classic position. Look at Rubick. I already said here the last fight. They are still farming. And we are not in the position to go out and seek stuff. There is a sentry ward from us here. They don't even have wards anymore. I think they were kind of overconfident. Right, guys? They were kind of overconfident. Look at their advantage. So basically all of them are basically farming. They were just farming. Oh, let's farm some more. Let's farm for some more. No more wards. In a way, they don't really need wards, let's say, because we are in the base. They know where we are, but come on. At this point, you can put at least the ward here and the ward here. Right? So again, resuming defending position. Sniper on top. Face that void on top. Then Spirit Breaker cutting back on the farming. His support and his again, he can silence for 5 seconds. So when he has mana regeneration, attack range, and intelligence, which is very important for silencer. Silencer can be played as a support and a semi carry. So he started as a support, but right now he's a semi carry, right? Because he can deal a lot of damage. Shitload. Look at his damage. Come on. So we saw that they are basically moving bottom. Okay, so this is how you need to use the camera. I'm getting more used to it. Okay, let's see an engagement maybe here. I would love to be, well, I don't know. I was thinking on an ability to a function to hide the HUD so you can see the fight better, but during the fight it's actually important to actually notice the spells and stuff like that. So let's see, they moved again mid, but that was, well, we managed to push this line anyway. And they are trying to do a split push. As you can see, Queen of Pain is here. Let's see what's going to happen here. We have a sentry ward there. We have a sentry ward there. We are seeing where they are. Not everyone, but we know that two of them are here. Queen of Pain is here. When we also see this guy, and we don't know where Earth's Shirker is, but we are not really too scared because again we have sentry wards. So they are doing a split push. This guy is pushing bottom basically. Queen of Pain pushed top, which we are going to stop, and then they are switching mid. So it's not really a split push. They are just pushing the creeps, giving us free farm. This is free farm basically. Who's going to take the free farm? Sniper, I believe. Or no, Queen of Pain is fine here, and it is an engagement. Let's see what's going to happen. Faceless Void did a Chronosphere Leech. He caught Leech. He's going to caught. He caught. Yeah, he managed to caught Skyret Mage, and I managed to steal something, but not the ultimate. And I used that spell, and we managed to kill Earthshaker, and we managed to kill the Phoenix. However, no one took care of the Queen of Pain, who did very good what she did. Took the two barracks, so basically they have better creeps on top, but we don't really care about that. Kel'Thuzad is going back to farm and stop the pushing line. One of the reasons why she went back is because she has this charge, so basically she will be able to join us later in case we need her. That's the reason. So we are, since all of them are dead, we are now pushing mid. We are now pushing mid. They are trying to delay everything as much as possible. They you see, another mistake made by them. They had farmed. They farmed the jungle. What did they did? They got fucking items. No one kept money for buybacks. Again, no one kept money for buybacks. And what are we doing right now? We are now killing Scarlet Mage, who just respawned. He's dead. He's dead. Spirit Breaker keeping the top lane. What are we doing? We are killing everything else. It's 53 to 52. It's 53 to 52. We are still pushing. We are still destroying this tower. Ultimate, we are trying to run away. I'm keeping in mind. I'm keeping in mind that Lich used his ultimate, so I'm going to try to steal it. I'm going to try to steal it. But Ezreal is in a lot of trouble right now. I use Force Staff. No, he has his own Force Staff. Yeah, he has his own Force Staff. I was like, look how smart I was, but no, he used his own Force Staff. So we are basically falling back. Yes, they took the top tower. They took the top barracks. But we took the mid barracks, which are far more important. And in the meantime, Kel'Thuzad managed to make a lot of less hits, I guess. Because look, she's soon going to go over Scarlet Mage and Earthshaker. And we are getting Roshan. Now they are not in the position to push. Well, it was kind of close. This Roshan was very close. And yeah, this Roshan was very close. I'm sitting on top to try to spot if they are coming. Roshan, we got Roshan. We are getting the Aegis. We are basically, and we are going to run away. Yes, we are going to run away, and we are going to defend now because they might push. As you can see, they are pushing bottom, and they have an advantage on top. And let's see, we are basically pushing back, right? We are going back. We are chilling, and the next item that I'm going to build is drums. Well, the reason is that I already have a bracer, and no one in my team has drums. It's a bit late for drums, but I still have some money, and keep in mind that I'm also keeping money for buyback. No money for buyback for Silencer, but he got Alganim, which is very important. No money for buyback. No money for buyback. Okay. I kind of wanted to show like, look, we all have money for buyback, so we can just go in again. But anyway, drums, which will give us movement speed. We also have movement speeds from the Spirit Breaker aura, so we are kind of very fast. Are they going to try to engage again? Again, I'm keeping in mind that he used the ultimate, but he also used immediately after that another spell, and we managed to kill Earthshaker. Let's go back. They tried to do a speed push. Earthshaker was invisible, and we spotted him because we had a sentry ward. And we managed to pick up Earthshaker, who has no money for buyback, who has 90 seconds until he will respawn. 1 minute and a half, right? Queen of Pain also died. Queen of Pain also died, and what's going to happen right now? Kel'Thuzad is going to go on top and stop the creeps from attacking everything else. In case we need her, she's going to be able to charge. And right now we are basically falling in. Look at the Scarlet Mage getting a shitload of damage. Even look, I'm getting closer. And all those creeps got... I actually used the force step to try to... Hey, I was trying to go in, and I was trying to lift one of them. But again, we are basically charging in. This tower is falling down. Lich is coming here. Ultimate. I'm going to steal the ultimate. I first used the ultimate from... I first used the ultimate from Queen of Pain, and then I used the ultimate from the Lich. Yay! Rubick power! And like... We are not going for fountain kills. I'm the only one trying to slow them down, while our carries are basically destroying the freaking Ancient. Destroying the freaking Ancient. Look the difference in experience. Look the difference in gold. What are you guys going to do in this spot? This is it. Rubick 612. Kel'Thuzad 8-7. Spirit Breaker. Sniper 16-13. 8-9 for Faceless Void. Rubick 69. And Silencer 15-12. We all play together. We all play as a team. We were playing on Skype. We were communicating. We went on a defensive position when we were in trouble. We look at the heroes that they have. We saw their weakness, and we were trying to combat that weakness even when we were in on the disadvantage, right? While what they did, they was like, okay, we are winning this game, we are winning this game, we are winning this game, and in the end, they lost the game. So thank you guys for watching this. I hope you learned something from this whole game. I know it was a lot of hours, but hopefully you learned something from it. And again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to go to GamerPET.com/giveaway for a chance to win Dota 2 items and other Steam games. Thank you again. See you soon. Goodbye.